Once upon a time, a poor miller's son had only a cat. "What will I do with just a cat?" he sighed. But this cat was clever, brave, and wore shiny leather boots. "Don't worry, master," Puss said, bowing. "Trust me, and I'll make you rich." The boy agreed, amused. Puss went to the forest, caught a rabbit, and brought it to the king. "From my master, the Marquis of Carabas," Puss purred. The king was delighted. One day, Puss took his master to the river. "Help, my master, the Marquis of Carabas, is drowning," he cried. The king's carriage rushed to help, giving the boy royal clothes. The princess blushed, seeing the nobleman. Puss then went to an ogre's castle. The ogre boasted, "I can turn into any animal," and became a lion. "Can you become a mouse?" Puss asked. The ogre turned into a mouse, and Puss caught him. When the king arrived, Puss announced, "Welcome to my master's castle." The boy married the princess, and Puss in Boots became the most noble cat. They lived happily ever after. In the peaceful kingdom of Arendelle, Queen Elsa and Princess Anna were enjoying the calm after their last great adventure. But one morning, Elsa woke up to hear a soft, whispering song coming from the north again. The sound was familiar, but different this time. It was coming from the Crystal River, a magical stream said to be connected to the very heart of the enchanted forest. Elsa felt a pull in her heart, like the river was calling her name. Elsa told Anna, "Something's wrong in the north again. The river is trying to tell me something." Anna, never letting her sister face danger alone, replied, "Then we go together." So Elsa, Anna, Olaf, Kristoff, and Sven set off on another journey beyond Arendelle. They crossed the snowy mountains and entered the misty edges of the enchanted forest, where the river glowed under the moonlight. But when Elsa touched the water, it suddenly turned to ice crystals, forming a path deep into the forest. As they followed the ice path, a new spirit appeared, a shimmering water spirit shaped like a silver fox named Aquilus. He spoke softly, "The balance of water is broken. Someone has stolen the crystal tear from the river's heart. Without it, the river was freezing from the inside, and soon all of nature could freeze forever." The group followed Aquilus to the Glacier of Echoes, where they discovered hidden runes glowing beneath the ice. Olaf pointed at them and said, "Ooh, shiny, probably dangerous. Let's touch them anyway." Anna laughed. "Not this time, Olaf." But then a shadowy figure appeared, Kaelin, an ancient guardian who had turned bitter and cold over time. He believed the crystal tear should belong to him. "The river's power will make me the new spirit of winter," he declared. Elsa stepped forward bravely. "True power isn't taken, it's shared." She raised her hands, and her magic joined with the flowing water around her. The river spirit Aqualis glowed brighter, and together they unleashed a wave of shimmering light. Kylan's icy armor melted away, revealing his true form, a lonely spirit who had forgotten kindness. Elsa touched his shoulder gently. "You can still find peace." The crystal tear returned to the river, glowing beautifully. The balance was restored, and snowflakes danced in the air like tiny diamonds. When they returned home, the river's magic sparkled across Arendelle, making it shine brighter than ever. Olaf built a snow castle and proudly said, "I'm calling this Olaf's very chilly palace of happiness." Anna and Elsa smiled, holding hands as the sun rose. Elsa said softly, "The voice of the river wasn't just calling for help. It was reminding me that love always keeps us connected. Even the strongest magic needs love, kindness, and courage to shine its brightest."
One chilly morning in Arendelle, Queen Elsa and Princess Anna noticed something strange. The snow around the castle was sparkling brighter than ever before. Olaf danced happily through the glittering frost, shouting, "Wow, it's like the snow is having a party." But Elsa felt something magical in the air, a new kind of magic she had never felt before. That night, a shimmering light appeared in the northern sky, forming the shape of a crystal. Suddenly, a whisper echoed in the wind. "The crystal of eternal winter has awakened." Elsa and Anna knew they had to find out what it meant. So, the next morning, they packed supplies and set out on an adventure with Kristoff, Sven, and Olaf by their side. Their journey led them through the frosted forest, where the trees were covered in silver ice that hummed softly when touched. A group of friendly snow owls guided them to a frozen waterfall where an old ice spirit named Leora lived. Leora told them, "The crystal of eternal winter keeps balance in the world, but if it falls into the wrong hands, winter will never end." Elsa realized someone was already trying to steal its power. The heroes climbed the icy mountains, crossed frozen bridges, and fought through magical snowstorms. Suddenly, they were ambushed by frost raiders, mysterious, shadowy figures made of dark ice. Elsa used her powers to protect her friends, creating shining ice shields, while Anna bravely swung a torch to melt their way through. Olaf tried to help too by throwing snowballs at the raiders and shouting, "Snow problem too big for Olaf!" They finally reached the crystal cavern, glowing with blue and white light. Inside, the crystal floated above a frozen lake, pulsing like a heartbeat. But the villain appeared, a powerful sorcerer named Kale, who wanted to control winter forever. "Why should spring ever return when winter is so beautiful?" he sneered. Elsa stood firm. "Winter is beautiful because it changes, not because it never ends." With that, Elsa and Anna joined hands. Elsa's magic of ice and Anna's warmth of love combined, creating a brilliant burst of light that shattered Kael's icy spell. The crystal returned to its peaceful glow, restoring balance to nature. The friends returned home as the first snowflakes of the season gently fell. Olaf built himself a mini snow throne and declared, "I think I deserve a warm hug and a cup of cocoa after all that hero stuff." Elsa smiled. "You do, Olaf, you all do." And that night, Arendelle sparkled under the stars, safe and peaceful once more thanks to the bravery, love, and teamwork of its heroes. True magic comes from love, courage, and standing together even in the coldest of times.
In the heart of Moon Petal Forest, where sparkles danced on every leaf and tiny fairies fluttered like colorful butterflies, there lived a small, shy fairy named Luna. But Luna was different. She was the only fairy without wings. Every morning, she watched her friends soar high above the daisy fields, painting rainbows and spreading morning dew on flowers. Luna loved to help on the ground, arranging petals, singing to mushrooms, and polishing acorns. But deep down, she wished she could fly too. On sunny day, the Fairy Queen announced a big celebration, the Festival of Flight. All fairies were to perform their most magical tricks in the sky. Luna hid behind a tulip. "I can't join. I don't have wings," she whispered sadly. That night, as Luna sat by the firefly pond, she saw a tiny bird tangled in a thorny vine. Without thinking, she rushed to help. Using her little hands and a lot of courage, Luna freed the bird and bandaged its tiny wing with a flower petal. The next morning, the bird, a sparkling blue robin, returned. "You helped me when I couldn't fly," chirped the robin. "Now it's my turn to help you." The robin called his bird friends, and together they lifted Luna gently into the air. Luna gasped. She was flying! Not with wings of her own, but with the help of kindness and friendship. When the Fairy Queen saw Luna soaring across the sky surrounded by her bird friends, she smiled warmly. "Luna," she said, "you may not have wings, but your heart gives you the power to rise above anything." From that day on, Luna became known as the fairy who flew without wings. She taught all fairies that sometimes the bravest hearts fly the highest even without wings.